If you want to control what your child does on their phone apps, screen time, and downloads, Google Family Links let you do that for free. Google Family Link is a free app from Google that helps parents monitor and manage their child's Android phone or Google account. You can approve apps, set screen time limits, and even lock the device remotely. But before we get started, you need 4 things, which is a Google account for yourself, a Google account for your child, an Android phone for your child, internet connection on both devices. So if you're using an iOS device or an Android device, you'll be able to control their Android phone. Now, the first step here is accessing the Google Family Link on the parent account. If you're using a mobile as a parent, you can go to the App Store and then in the search section here, you want to search for Family Link. You find the Google Family Link here. Tap on it and then you can install the application. I'm going to go ahead and install this application. You can also open your browser on your mobile or PC and then in the search section, you want to search for Family Link. Tap on the first option with Family Link and this will take you to your Google Family Link account. Now, if you choose to use the mobile app, simply open the mobile app. Now, on the first page here, you need to choose your Google account. So if you're signing into multiple accounts, you'll find them in this section by simply tapping on the drop down there and then you can select the account. So select the account you want to use as a parent account and tap on continue as that account. On the next page here, you want to tap on add and you have 2 options here. You can tap on yes if your child has a Google account and you see the process to get it done. Now, if your child doesn't have a Google account, you can tap on no and then start the process of creating a new account from your device. But you can also do this on the child's device. So this basically just explains how you can do it. The next thing is to get the child's device, and on the child's device, you want to go to settings. Open settings and then you want to search for Google, not account, but Google. You can search in the search settings section here if you do not find it, or find Google. Tap on Google and then if your child has an account or is signing into an account already on the device, you'll see it in this section here. If your child doesn't have an account, you see a different menu here. Now, overall on this page, you want to tap on all services, scroll till you find parental control. Now, it's somewhere under kids or family. Here you want to tap on parental control and then tap on let's do this. Choose the child's account in this section. You can also tap on the drop down here where you can tap on add an account to sign in into another account or to even create a new account and add it to the device. So select the child's account and then tap on supervise account. Here you want to tap on next. On the next page is your parent's account details. You need to enter your parent's email. Now tap on next in this section after entering the email. And then you want to enter the password. Once you're done, tap on next here. Approve the sign in with the 2-step verification you're using on your Google account. And on this page, you get to see a list of things that you can do and you can't do. You'll also see a list of devices which are connected to their Google account. So if they have multiple devices, you find all of them there, and parental control also extends to them. Now, enter the child's password here and then tap on next. Now, tap on next to become an admin. And this will take you to the Google Family Parental Control app. This app is going to be installed after the setup, so you do not want to tap on cancel, as the app is what will enable you to manage their device. Tap on activate this device admin app. And you can review the settings in this section. So basically it tells you what you'll be able to manage. If you choose to manage the Google Play Store, then you tap on this, you get the app rating for their age appropriate content, or even allow all including unrated. So you'll be able to do this for books as well, which will be able to block explicit content, manage filters on Google Chrome. These and more are also available in the app. So I'm just going to hit on next in this section. And that's all you need to do. Tap on done. And this will take you to the Google Parental Control, which is the app that is now installed. So at any point you come back here through settings and tap on Parental Control here. This is what you now see. Now when you drag down from notification, you now see that the device is supervised with Family Link. Now you can go back home, and if the Google Family Link app doesn't appear immediately, you can restart the child's device, and on the parent's device, you can just refresh. Tap on Allow in this section, and here you see your child's account. Now the parent app, now you have full access to managing and controlling their device. The first thing you will see here is how much time they spent using their device for the day. When you tap on this, you get to see their account activity. You also see apps that they are using. You can also tap on the apps and manage the apps from this section, such as app limits and app permission. With the app permission, you'll be able to know which permission the app has on their device. If, for example, WhatsApp doesn't have access to storage, they won't be able to share pictures using WhatsApp. So you'll be able to manage that for the app in this section. Under this, you'll find the daily limits. Now, with the daily limits, you'll be able to set limits for their app use in the day. When you tap on this, you'll find a device name. So if you want to name the device, you can simply just give it a name, and this will be the display name. Simply tap on Done, and that will be saved. If you can't find your child's device anytime, or you're looking for the device, you can tap on Play Sound in this section. And on the child's device, this will immediately start ringing. It will keep ringing until you find the child's device. To stop, what you need to do is drag down, and where it says ringing, you want to tap on this. This will immediately stop the ringing. Here you'll find activity, which is something I've just explained. You'll find lock screen settings here, emergency calling only, and unlimited time app. With the emergency calling, they'll have access to phone dial in case they need to reach out to you. For unlimited time app, they'll be able to use apps that you set as unlimited. So you can customize in this section what you want. Now, for example, when they are on lockdown, for the call, they will only see the call icon. Whereas if you choose the unlimited time apps, when you go back to lock the child's device, they'll get notified that the parent just locked their device, and at the same time, their device will not go on lock screen. So any app, for example, Chrome is set as unlimited time app. When they open it, it's going to open and function properly. Any other app that isn't in the unlimited time app will get an error. Now, when the parent decides to unlock the device, when they open the app is going to open for them to use. So that's the main difference between the two of them. Now, when you go back, the next is app permission. So you'll be able to manage permission on each app. So for example, when you tap on contacts in this section, you'll see apps that request permission for contacts on their device. You can also choose here if you want both you and your child to manage permission for the app, or only if you as a parent should manage this. So you can choose any settings you want in this section and then tap on change anyway. You can also turn off the permission for each app you do not want them to have permission to. This will help you manage the kind of information that are linked to other applications. You'll be able to do that in this section for each category. You'll also find location sharing in this section. So this will help you find your child's precise location when the location service on their device is turned on and they have access to the internet. So here you find location access. If you want to enable this, you want to make sure you have location access and location accuracy toggled on, as they may not be turned on by default. You also find add or remove users in this section. If you want them to be able to add more Google accounts to the device, you'll be able to turn it on in this section. Now, also keep in mind that when you do this, when they switch from one Google account to the other, this automatically bypasses the parental settings you have. So you can choose to turn it on and off. App from unknown sources will allow them to install app from unknown sources. So they'll be able to download apps from Google Chrome. If someone sends app to them through apps, or they go to other app stores to download, they'll be able to do that when you have unknown sources turned on. Developer option will give them access to developer features on their Android phone. Edit date and time, we allow them to edit the date and time, so you can set all of them here. Now when you go back, under this you will find lock. So at any point you want to lock your child's device, simply just tap on lock, and this will start locking the device anywhere it is remotely. So they won't be able to have access to using the device at the downtime. They will be able to make calls and also access some parental control features. So when you go back here, they can ask for more time, which you need to give them parent access code to do this. So simply tap on ask for more time, and they will need your Google account password. So if you do not want to give them the Google account password, which I do not recommend you share, you can tap on try another way in this section and you get parent access code. On your device, you can tap on the profile ball icon here and you see parent access code. In the parent access code section here, you want to enter the code on your child's device. So you can send them the code, which the code lasts for a short period of time, and you unlock their device or give them access to certain features that require the parent access code. So here you'll be able to choose to unlock for the day, give them bonus time, or even enter a custom time in this section. When you choose an option, simply tap on done, and then they will have access to their device again. So that's how you can use the parent access code. Depending on their lockdown schedule, you'll find their current status under their display name. You will also find bonus time in this section. So if they are on downtime or they are using their device and you want to give them bonus time, you can tap here, enter the numbers of minutes or hours you want, and then tap on done. This will override any settings you've had and then give them extra bonus time. So here you're going to see time limit. When you tap on time limit here, you'll be able to set limits for apps they use during the day, during the week, or during school time. Now, while here you're going to see today only, so you can tap here, and then if you want to enable daily limits, you can toggle on daily limits and choose how many hours you want them to use their device in a day. It can even be minutes if you want to. You can choose them in this section. So when they come back from school, they only have access to use their device for this amount of time during the day or during any period you specify. If you do not want daily limit, you can do that in this section here. So underneath this, you see weekly schedule. When you tap on weekly schedule here, so you can tap on edit each day here, and you'll be able to edit for each day you want. But you can also just enter the numbers of hours, and that's what they will be for each day of the week. When you're done, tap on done in this section. Underneath this, you're going to see app limits. Tap on this and you find all of the apps that are installed on your device. This is where you can limit using certain apps in a day. So for example, if they have Google Chrome, TikTok, or any app you want to restrict them from using, you can tap on the app and turn it off in this section. Tap on done, and then on their device, just give it a little bit of time, and this will update and remove that application from their device. To restore access, tap on it and then enable it. Tap on done, and this will restore the app back. You also be able to set limits. So if you want to set a limits for them during the day or give them unlimited access, so this is where you'll be able to set the unlimited usage apps. You can simply just tap on unlimited, and by default it becomes unlimited app usage. You can also tap on app details to view information about the app. You'll be able to manage all of that in this section. Once you're done, tap on done, and then it will save. You can configure for any application that is on their device. Now when you go back here, underneath this you will see unlimited time. When you tap on this, you'll find all the unlimited apps. They'll be able to use this when your phone is on lock. Now when you go back here, you find schedule. You'll be able to enable downtime by limiting access on device at night. So you can enable it, and then here you can set their nighttime schedule. You can tap here, and then you want to choose what time of the night starts the downtime and ends the downtime in the morning. You can simply just tap here and configure settings. Once you're done, tap on the check mark and then tap on done. You also find school time. So with the school time, it does the same thing as the downtime. You can simply tap here and configure their school hours, as this will help minimize distraction during classes. You can also choose apps that you want to be allowed unlimited. Now on both options here, you'll be able to turn off unlimited apps for that configuration. So during school hours, you can disable unlimited apps, or you can enable it if it's a school app that they need. So you can go back. In this section here, where you tap on control, you find extra features for Google related account management. Here you're going to see account settings. Under account settings, you find your account info for your child. You find about supervision, which when you tap on this, you see what parents can see and do. And then at the bottom here, you see the option to stop supervision. And before you be able to stop supervision, your child has to be at least 13 years of age before you can do this. And to stop supervision, you can tap on the check mark here and then tap on stop supervision. This will stop supervision on the child's account. Now, if you stop supervision while they are on downtime, do not worry. All you need to do is restart their device. Now, after a restart, you have to wait for a short period of time and then all parental restrictions will be lifted off the account. So if you're wondering how do you remove parental control from the child's device, as you can do it from both parent and the child device. So simply tap on parental control here, which is the new app that will show after restarting the device. And then here you're going to see the three dots here. Tap here and you see stop supervision. Tap on stop supervision. And here you'll be able to stop supervision. So basically those are the two ways you can stop supervision on your child's account. And while also here you see control for signing in. So you can choose how you want to be asked for permission each time your child tries to sign in into iPads, iPhone, browser, and platform that aren't supervised. So they can ask you every time or allow them without your permission. You also find controls for linking accounts in this section here. So for example, they'll be able to link their account to third-party apps or services. So you'll be able to manage this in this section here. You also find control for third-party apps. Here you can choose to ask for permission each time or allow them to sign in into apps that only request basic info. So for example, when they want to sign in into web pages that request their Google account, web pages or web apps or apps in general that needs account linking, you'll be able to manage them in this section. Account data and settings, here you find also allow your child to change these settings, which include web and activity and YouTube history. So these two are basically for personalized experience. So when you tap on this, so this go for all web and app activities. You can come to this section and include Chrome history, activity, and visual search history. If you want to turn this on, you can simply come here, tap on turn on, and then scroll down and then tap on turn on. Then you'll be able to include Chrome history and activities from site, apps, and devices that use Google services, include voice and audio activities, and include visual history. You'll also be able to do this for YouTube history. So basically this has to do with YouTube history. So when you go back, you will see other account settings. So you see contact info from device. You can tap on this. So the data is used to make contact easier to interact with across Google services regardless of which device you're using. It helps Google recognize which contact to connect with when you say something like, "Hey Google, call Sam." So if you want this to be turned on, you can manage this in this section. And then app info from device, which does the same thing for apps. So when you go back here again, you will see settings for Google Chrome and web. So when you tap on Google Chrome, you'll be able to manage their site activities. You can allow all sites or try to block explicit sites. We only allow approved sites. So basically when you tap on this, underneath this, you see manage site where you get to approve sites and block sites. So you tap on approve site, you'll be able to add a site that you want to allow them to have access to. And if you choose to block any site at any time, you can tap on block sites in this section, enter the URL to the site, and you'll be able to block their site. Under advanced settings here, you're going to see permission for sites. If you do not want site, to ask them for their camera, microphone, and location. So you can turn it on and off. Extension in this section, if you want them to have access to Google Chrome extensions on device site data. This will basically stop sites from saving data on their device. So go back again in this section here, and when you go back, and then underneath this, you're going to see Google search. So for Google search, you get filter, blow, and off. The first option filters explicit image, text, and links. Second will blow out explicit image, but explicit text and links may show. You can off it, so choose all relevant search even if they're explicit. Underneath this, you see search personalization. When you tap on this, and you can choose if you want them to have personalized search experience. If this is turned off in this section, you'll also be able to manage it in this section and turn it on. Another search personalization, you find account data settings. So you can choose to allow your child to change these settings if you want them to be able to manage their web app activities and YouTube history. So basically it does the same thing as what I've shown you earlier with creating a personalized user experience across those services. So go back in this section here and you find for block or limit apps in this section here. You find all the apps, you'll be able to block, set limits, and more. And when you tap on Gemini, and you'll be able to extend Gemini filter to limit inappropriate content. You'll also see how to help use AI responsibly for your child in this section. Now, Google Assistant in this section, you will find parental control, add new device. So these are all tailored towards Google Assistant. With the parental control, you can choose what they can do with Assistant on smart display and speaker. Add devices, you'll be able to add them to new devices to get personalized experience. You can help the assistant train to recognize their voice. You can also remove voice match in this section. You see location settings in this section here. If they have more devices, it will be listed here. You can tap on it and you see allow location access and location accuracy for that device. You can also go back and then underneath this, you see sign in devices. You see all their sign in devices with their Google account. Lastly, in this section, you see location. Location will show you exactly where they are on map. Now, if you want to get their current location at any point, you can always tap on refresh in this section and this will start refreshing their location info. In the family places here, find label places you care about and get notified when your child arrives and leaves. So you can simply tap on new place. You'll be able to search the address in this section and you can also choose on maps. Family Link works best for children under 13, but older teens can still be managed with limited controls. Your child will be notified when their account is supervised. If this helps you set up Google Family Link, like the video and subscribe. You can also watch the next video on how to create a Google Family group.